the Almighty Iron Serpent General. Chapter 3. Returning Home. None of the Rowans seemed concerned about Eliza's absence during the 10 days she spent recovering. To them, Eliza had long been the black sheep of the family, a source of whispers and ridicule throughout Ravencross. If it weren't for her, their family reputation might have remained untarnished. After her transformation, Eliza retrieved her marriage certificate with Marcus, and the two returned to the family residence. Lex Rowan had 3 sons, Howard, John, and Benjamin, in order of birth. Benjamin, who had dedicated himself to expanding the family's business, was still shunned at home because of Eliza. Despite his hard work, he had no real authority, rank, or privileges within the family. Though he owned a home, the mortgage weighed heavily on him, making life a daily struggle. "This is our home, Marcus," Eliza said softly, gesturing toward the door. "It's nothing compared to the grandeur of Sanctum Hall, though." Marcus took her hand and smiled gently. "Home is wherever you are." Eliza returned his smile, then knocked lightly at the door. Gladys opened it, startled to see a radiant young woman accompanied by a man she didn't recognize. "Can I help you?" she asked cautiously. "Mom," Eliza said clearly. Gladys froze, astonished at the voice of the girl who had once been scorned and disfigured. "It's me, Mom. Eliza, your daughter." "What?" Gladys stammered, her eyes wide with disbelief. You're really Eliza?" "Yes, Mom. I've healed completely," Eliza said, her voice trembling with emotion. "Hello, Mother," Marcus added politely. Gladys blinked several times, still unable to process what she was seeing. Holding on to Marcus's arm, Eliza explained, "Grandfather chose him as my husband." Gladys hesitated, then clutched Eliza tightly. "My girl, it's all my fault. I should never have left you to face this alone. You've been through so much." Her eyes filled with tears as she drew Eliza inside. Yet even in her joy, Gladys's practical mind turned toward the future. With Eliza now beautiful, she believed her daughter deserved a wealthy and influential match, not a man she considered beneath the family. She coldly gestured at Marcus. "Out. I've never acknowledged you as my son-in-law." "Mom, he's my husband. Grandfather chose him," Eliza protested. Gladys ignored her and began leading Eliza toward the family villa, intent on confronting Lex herself. "Marcus." Eliza glanced back helplessly. Marcus simply shrugged, his expression calm, and followed. At the villa, the rest of the Rowans gaped at the sight of Eliza. They could hardly believe their eyes. She, the girl who had borne scars for 10 years, now stood before them radiant and unrecognizable. Tommy, one of the younger Rowans, was furious. Seeing Marcus's impassive face, he grabbed an ashtray, ready to strike. "Enough!" Lex barked, slamming his hand on the table. "Is there no respect in this house? Put it down!" Tommy turned to Lex desperately. "Grandfather, you have to stop him." Lex puffed his pipe, exhaling smoke. "I'll make it simple. I'll pay you $500,000 if you divorce Eliza and leave her alone." "No!" Eliza shouted. "How dare you defy me?" Lex roared. "I am still the head of this family. You will obey me." Marcus did not want to fracture Eliza's ties with her family. His mission had 2 purposes: to repay her for saving his life and to avenge his fallen kin. He would not allow her to suffer simply for his goals. "Grandfather," Marcus said calmly, "let me prove that I am capable. Give me a chance." Tommy sneered. "A chance?" Marcus Vale, an orphan raised in a distant land and a retired soldier with no fortune? "Eliza is out of your league. But if you can secure a deal with Celestial Group, we might acknowledge you as family." Tommy's plan was obvious. He sought to make things impossible for Marcus, hoping he would fail. Tommy already had another candidate in mind, Joel Xavier of the Xaviers, one of the powerful Great Four, whose union with Eliza would be advantageous. Lex, after a moment's thought, finally said, "Very well. Marcus, if you can secure a celestial group order worth 30 million in 10 days, you will be acknowledged as a Rowan son-in-law. Otherwise, you are done." "I won't need 10 days," Marcus replied confidently. "It will be completed by tomorrow." As he and Eliza left, Tommy muttered under his breath, "Bold, but foolish. Celestial is massive. It's nearly impossible to land such a deal." Gladys clutched Lex's arm. "Father, 30 million pales compared to the potential of marrying into the Great Four." Lex waved her off. "Patience. Let Marcus try and fail. By then, we will find a suitable match for Eliza among the Great Four. Marriage alliances will secure our rise in Ravencross society." Chapter 4. The Plan of Retribution. After leaving the Rowans' villa, Eliza was crying. "Marcus, I'm so sorry. I don't even have any control over my marriage." Marcus took her hand gently. "It's okay. Grandfather has made the statement. If I manage to get an order from Celestial Group, he'll have no choice but to acknowledge us as husband and wife." "Eliza, it's Celestial Group we're talking about," she said worriedly. Having grown up in Ravencross, she knew well the power and reach of Celestial Group. The Great Four essentially monopolized their orders, and securing a deal was near impossible for a small company. Marcus only smiled. "We'll never know if we don't try." Eliza's eyes lit up. "Oh yes, I remember now. An old classmate of mine works at Celestial Group. She's the head of a department. Let me contact her. She might connect us with the higher management." "Perfect," Marcus replied. Holding hands, they walked back to Eliza's apartment. The Rowan villa and her high-rise were in the same upscale residential district. While the villa sprawled grandly, her home was a sleek high-rise. Gladys had arrived before them and refused to allow Marcus inside. Marcus shrugged. "I'll go home then, Eliza." Eliza knew she had no choice either, so she nodded silently. Their priority now was to secure the orders from Celestial. Once they did, the Rowans would have no choice but to acknowledge Marcus as part of the family. At home, Eliza contacted her classmate, whom she had not spoken to in years. Meanwhile, Marcus returned to the House of Royals, the grandest villa in Ravencross, a symbol of wealth and power. He sank into the couch and lit a cigarette, then dialed a number. Send for the chairman of Celestial Group. Though he had no desire to flaunt his title as the Iron Serpent of the Sable Marches, this was necessary to secure the deal. Soon, a middle-aged man, around 50, wearing a suit and showing early signs of baldness, arrived. "General," he said as he kneeled instantly upon entering. It was Alex Yates, the head of Celestial Group in Ravencross. Though he hailed from the capital and wielded influence even over the Great Four, here he knelt before Marcus, the legendary Iron Serpent of the Sable Marches, feared across battlefields and markets alike. Marcus waved him to stand. "Alex Yates, you may rise." Alex quickly got up, perspiration sliding down his face. He dared not offend the modern-day Iron Serpent. Marcus continued calmly. "Tomorrow, my wife Eliza Rowan will visit Celestial Group to secure an order worth 30 million. You will personally handle it. Do not fail." Alex's tension eased slightly. "Of course, General. Even if it were 300 million, it would be yours with a word from you. Remember, her name is Eliza Rowan," Marcus added. "That's understood, sir." Alex left swiftly, relieved. As Marcus rose from the couch, he muttered to himself, "I've returned for over 10 days, yet haven't paid my respects." He recalled the betrayal of his family by Rowena Zale. His grandfather had been ruined by her lies, his father falsely accused of corruption, and the Zales' Great Four had destroyed his family. "My father, you were wronged. I swear I'll avenge the Iron Serpent's lineage. The Great Four will not rest peacefully. I will claim justice, Henry, standing behind him, held the umbrella quietly. He had never seen the Iron Serpent so emotional. Though fearsome in battle, Marcus now shed tears over his ancestors' graves. Tonight, the Megatron group, led by the Zales, will host a banquet celebrating their new deal with Celestial Group, Henry reminded him. Marcus clenched his fists. Megatron, once the Caden family business, was now in Zale hands. Slowly, a murderous glint appeared in his eyes. Prepare a coffin. We go to the banquet tonight. It's time to collect what is owed.